If you are frustrated that you have not found your very first diamond or you would like to find more, this is the video for you. Today, we're going to go through everything you need to do in order to find more diamonds or your first. And today's video is going to have homework. I mean business. We are going to find you more diamonds. It's going to happen. So today's video is going to focus on 3 very easy diamonds: the Banteng, the Wildebeest, and the Gemsbok. And we're going to go through everything that you need to do in order to find that diamond and get full score and put it in your lodge. Now, before we head into it, let me know in the comments what your dream diamond is. If you could have any diamond in the game, what would it be? And somewhere in the video, I am going to share a key phrase. Drop that in the comments for your chance to win a 1-month membership to the channel. And we are going to dive right into it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is what a diamond is. Now, whenever you shoot and harvest an animal, when you highlight the score, it will tell you the diamond trophy rating for that species of animal. So for Wildebeest, 37.69 is their diamond trophy rating. So in order to harvest a diamond, you need to find a Wildebeest that scores at least 37.69 or higher, and you do have to pass the harvest check. It's not enough just to find one. It is so important that you pass the harvest check, because when you don't, what happens is your diamond becomes a gold, and that is definitely not what we want to happen. So today we're going to focus on Wildebeest because, in my opinion, Wildebeest is the easiest diamond in the game. I am going to give you homework for 3 different species, as I mentioned earlier, and I am going to share hotspot maps with you for those 3 species. Now, it's literally impossible to memorize the diamond trophy rating for all 104 species in the game, but don't worry, I got you covered. So here we are in my Discord, and I try to make my Discord a good resource for all of you to help you succeed in the game. So if you come to references COTW, and the first channel is species info. So in here, I have an info sheet for every map in the game. Let's go find Savannah, for example. Just click on there, and we have every species, and you have info. So for example, we have their class, their max level, their diamond trophy rating, their max weight in kilograms and in pounds, their drink, feed, and rest time, their collars, their common, and their rare fur types. That is a crazy amount of info, and that is going to be very helpful in the game. So whenever you want to go and hunt a specific species, just come into the Discord, grab the info sheet, find the species that you're hunting, and the first thing you want to grab is what time they drink, jot down their diamond trophy rating, and their max weight is good info as well. And if you don't know your max levels, it does tell you in there as well. Now, the next thing you want to have a look at are the hotspot maps. So the next category down is ladies hotspot maps, and I have recently updated a lot of the different reserve maps. So we're going to go to Savannah, so then just scroll through and look for Wildebeest, and there is our hotspot map. And there is a hotspot map for every species in the game in here. The only one that I need to do is Salsvisen Park, and I'm working on that right now. It should be out within the next week or 2. So then you want to set it to drink time, and you don't want to set it to the very beginning of drink time, because it does take the animals a while to get into their zones, and you could miss out on a lot. So I would recommend setting the time to about halfway through the drink time. So Wildebeest drink from 6 to 9. So set it to about 7:30 and start to hit all of the spots that are indicated on the map, and start with the hot spots first. This lake is insane for Wildebeest. So this is the big lake. This is the best lake on the map for Wildebeest. Often you will have 6 to 8 drink zones for Wildebeest, which is a lot. Now, when you are trophy hunting, this is good advice for when you're hunting for anything, but unfortunately, I had to put my tent right at the edge of the lake because I cannot put a tent on the land behind. It just won't allow me to. But if you can, you want to place your tent at least 230 meters back so that when you fast travel to that tent, you're not going to spook anything around the lake. Then what you want to do is just walk in and spot as you are walking. If you do get a warning call, start to crouch and proceed. And if you do have to spook a zone out, well, there's probably going to be 7 more zones, and I would recommend putting a tent on the other side as well, so that if you do spook out one of the zones, you can come to the other tent come back later and check the zone that was spooked out. The other reason for having a tent on the other side is to help you pick up kills because it is a very big lake. So what you want to do first and foremost is ensure you have a loadout that covers every species of animal on the map. Once you arrive at the lake, what you want to do is scan around the edge of the lake, and when you find animals, you want to spot every single one of them, even if it's not the species of diamond that you are looking for. Many times I have found a diamond of a different species than what I was looking for. You're just going to run into things. But if you don't spot everything, you won't see it. So continue scanning around the edge. I should have a zone in here. They're not here yet. Where the heck are my wildebeest? Well, here's more down here, and there will be more in the corner down here, and I am pretty much standing on a zone right here. But spotting absolutely everything is crucial, very, very important. And what you're looking for is either a max level animal or one level below. So basically, this is how the game works as far as diamonds go. So for species that go to level 3, they can make diamond at level 2 and level 3. For species that go to level 5, they can make diamond at level 4 and level 5. And for species that go to 9 legendary, most of the time, they do have to be a 9 in order to make diamond. There are a few species that do make diamond at 8 mythical on the regular. That would be water buffalo and gray fox, to name a couple. But most of the time you are looking for a 9. And just because you do find a max level animal does not guarantee that it's going to be a diamond. It could be a troll. And what a troll is basically a max level animal that has a trophy rating just short of diamond. So basically, if I were to find a level 5 wildebeest, shoot it and pick it up, when I pass the harvest check, it is going to be a gold. So through no fault of mine, it just wasn't big enough. And trolls are a necessary evil in the game. Without trolls, we wouldn't have the excitement when we are running up to a potential diamond if we just knew that it was going to be a diamond. I think that trolls are absolutely necessary in the game, and I would hate to see them taken out. I mean, none of us like to get trolled, but I do enjoy the excitement and the anticipation when running up to a max level animal, wondering if it's going to make it. So I'd like it to stay that way. So let's talk about how to identify a diamond potential animal. So to do that, the first thing you need to know is the diamond trophy rating for whatever species it is that you are hunting for. So for wildebeest, I just sing back here to the map. There is their diamond trophy rating, 37.69. So this wildebeest here is a diamond potential wildebeest. Its max weight, 265 to 290 is max weight for wildebeest. When you go back into the info sheet, you can see their max weight right there. So they have to be within the max weight range in order for this animal to be diamond potential. The next thing you want to look at is their trophy estimate. So this wildebeest is 33 to 37, and diamond for wildebeest is 37.69. And when you see an estimate, that doesn't mean it goes to 37.0. That means it goes to 37.99. So this could be a diamond. And you know what? We're going to shoot it and see if it is. Now, when you find a diamond potential animal, it is so important that you pass the harvest check. So the first thing you want to look at is the class of animal. So when you spot it, right underneath its health percentage, you see a number 6. That means this is a class 6 species. So we can use any class 4 to 8 rifle. So I will be using the Hansen 30-06. When you go to the 30-06 ammo, you can see there in the bottom right corner that it is recommended for classes 4 to 8. So we will get integrity with this ammo. Okay, so I am zeroed correctly. That's important. I am going to aim for a, he's gonna move. The best position, if possible, is a broadside. Basically, what you want to do is aim right behind the shoulder blade, halfway up the body. And it's best to shoot when they have their head up. So, like, right about there. And we got him. Now, the maximum amount of times you can shoot any animal is 2. If you shoot any animal 3 times, it is going to be downrated a medal ranking. All right, here he is. Let's have a look at his horns. I don't think he's a diamond. I don't think he's big enough. And he is not. Okay, so he is less than a point under diamond, but when you put your cursor on any of these 4 icons, it will show you the 4 requirements for passing the harvest check. So the first one is to use proper ammo for this animal, which we already checked was correct. The second one is the animal has been shot 2 times or less. Well, we just shot it once, so we are good. Intact trophy organs. What that means is if I were to have shot this wildebeest in the head, that would ruin his trophy organs, which are his horns, and I would not pass the harvest check. So for whitetail, you can't shoot them in the head. For anything that has antlers or horns, no headshots. Now, when you look at the scorecard for any animal, it will tell you what the trophy organs are. So for example, when I look at this scorecard for this melanistic gray fox, the trophy organs are the skull, so I cannot shoot this fox in the skull or I will not get full score. And the last requirement is to hit 1 vital organ or more, and so the vital organs are lungs, liver, neck, heart, and brain in some circumstances when the trophy organ is not the skull. It's totally okay to shoot a croc in the brain. That will not ruin the trophy for you. So that is passing the harvest check. Just basically shoot them in the lung, use the right ammo, and don't shoot them more than twice, and you will be good. Now, if you have no diamonds whatsoever, and any diamond would be a good start, you can start with diamonds that are in the story missions. Now, Leighton and Quattro Colinas have 2 of the best missions for diamonds. There are 3 potential diamonds in the Leighton missions. There is a potential diamond black bear, coyote, and Roosevelt elk. And in the Quattro missions, there are 2 diamond Iberian wolves and a 3rd trophy that could be anything. It could be a diamond, but I have never gotten a 3rd diamond from those missions. The Quattro ones are a really good place to start because I don't think you have to do a lot of missions before you get your first diamond, and they're really, really easy to do. So start with those. The only thing I need to mention about the diamonds in the missions is when you do get a diamond from the missions, it will not count towards your hunting profile in the codex. So your diamond count will not change unless you pull a diamond that is not in the mission. Not that it matters. Who cares? It doesn't look any different in the lodge. It's just the same as any other diamond. Now, there is a super rare in the missions. It's in the Medved missions, and it is right at the end, so it takes quite a long time to get to it, but that is a very cool trophy. And I have a video for that, and I will link both the Leighton missions, the Quattro missions, and the Medved missions in the description below, if you would like to go for any of those diamonds, or the super rare. Okay, so I think we've gotten all the fine detail work out of the way. So basically, when I am trophy hunting, the first thing I do is change the time to halfway through drink time. So for wildebeest, they drink from 6 to 9. So we are going to change it to 7:30. Now, just a tip for saving money, whenever you change the time in a tent, it will save you 25% in cash compared to changing the time in an outpost. So if I were doing this in an outpost, it would cost me $2,500. Okay, about 7:30, we are now ready to hunt wildebeest. So then I'm going to open up my hotspot map, and here it is. And I am going to visit all of these lakes that have stars, but I'm going to start with the hotspots in red. Okay, so I'm going to visit this lake right here. I'm starting at this outpost. So what I'm going to do is just run. I do a lot of running in the game. It's totally okay to run right up to about 200 meters from the edge of the lake. Then we're going to start to walk. Okay, so I'm going to run to about 190 meters. Okay, now we have stopped and we are starting to walk. And now I'm going to start spotting. Now I can't see anything yet. I am just going to be patient and continue to walk and continue to spot. Now, if I do get a warning call, then I will start to crouch. I am paying attention to my wind. I have a really good wind, so that's a good thing. Okay, there's a wildebeest. So once I spot an animal, I am going to put a waypoint on exactly where he is. I always mark my targets so that if I move, I always know where my target is and how far it is away from me. So now I'm going to spot every single animal that I can get my eyes on. So continue spotting not only all of the wildebeest in the herd, but around the entire circumference of the lake. So there's only the one zone here, and unfortunately, we don't have any max weight range wildebeest. So we're going to go check another lake. But if you did want to come all the way in, basically spot the animal and keep walking until it stops being calm and then start to crouch. There it is. Gone attentive. I always read the animals. And he will go back calm again now. And that is how I get closer. Say if I were doing bow hunting or I wanted to get closer to use pistols or for whatever reason, that is how you approach animals. So repeat that process with all of the lakes where wildebeest can be. And when you do find a diamond potential wildebeest, make sure to shoot it, passing the harvest check, and you will eventually find a diamond. You're looking for a level 4 or a level 5. 5s have a greater chance of making it, of course, but you're going to find a lot more level 4s that are max weight range. Now, it is important to know the max level for all of the species in the game, and that is just something you'll learn as you play. But I actually do have a max level chart in my Discord that you can reference until you have learned your max levels. Now, just remember that animals can make diamond at 1 level below for animals that go to 3 and to 5, and most of the time for animals that go to 9 legendary, they do need to be a 9. Most of the time, not all of the time. It is supposed to be possible for them to make it at 8, it just almost never happens. So basically, that is the process. So I have 3 species for you that I would like you guys to try and find a diamond of. The first is wildebeest, and here is the hotspot map for wildebeest. So again, set the time to about 7:30. Start with the big lake and the twin lakes. Spot absolutely everything and shoot the max weight range level 4s and level 5s. Then start to hit all of the smaller lakes that have stars. And if you hit all of them and you don't find any max weight range, or the ones you do find do not make diamonds, well, you can do it again and shoot the big ones, or while you're there, you can shoot a few and get some respawns. But the next thing that I would recommend doing is doing it again in multiplayer, and you will definitely find a diamond. I would be very surprised if you didn't find one on your own map. Most people will. Now, the next species that is a really easy diamond is the female Gemsbok. So we're going to change the time to Gemsbok drink time, which is from 3 to 6. So I'm going to change it to 4:30. Okay, 4:30. Going to grab my night visions and make sure I do have a night scope, which is the Argus. Oh, sorry, the Angler. I do have it, not the Argus. It's the Angler. Okay, now we're going to look at the hotspot map. So we scroll down right to the bottom, and there it is. So Gemsbok basically have the same hotspots as wildebeest do. So you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to approach the big lake and the twin lakes first, slowly coming in from 200 meters and spotting absolutely everything around the lake. So for Gemsbok, we are looking for a level 4 or level 5 female Gemsbok. Now their diamond trophy rating is 337.59. So jot that down. And their max weight is 240 kilograms or 529 pounds. So that's important as well, so jot that down as well. Now, unfortunately, there's a bit of a bug in the game, or maybe it's just my game, but the horns on female Gemsbok are not rendering in unless I get to 150 meters or closer. So it makes them really tough to judge. But basically, you're looking for a level 4. The diamond trophy rating must fall below the top number, and therefore it could be a diamond. That makes it a diamond potential animal. Now, when the diamond trophy rating for that animal falls below the bottom number, it is a guaranteed diamond. That means it's going to be a diamond as long as you pass the harvest check. So if this estimate were 338 to 380, this would be a guaranteed diamond, and it has to be at least a level 4 or a level 5. Oh my gosh. I just found, I'm pretty sure that that is a level 4 diamond. That's what I mean. These are fairly common diamonds. She starts at 337. So the only way this would not make diamond is if it scored 337.59 as their diamond, so below 337.59. That's the only way it would not make diamond. So that is what you're looking for. You're looking for a level 4. I guess they usually have to be within max weight range, but there are some species that don't have to be, and Gemsbok is one of them, because 205 kilograms is not max weight. So it's a good thing that I realized that, because most of the time it does have to be within max weight range. It definitely does for wildebeest. If you find a level 4 wildebeest that goes up to 265 kilograms, it will never make diamond. It has to go up to 290 kilograms. But for Gemsbok, they don't have to go up to 240. All right, well, This one goes up to 378. So we are definitely shooting her. Now again, to make sure we pass the harvest check, we're gonna just make sure we're gonna do this right. So she is class 6. So we are going to be using the Hansen 30-06. When you go and you check the ammo, there it is. It is a class 4 to 8 rifle, so we will be using the correct weapon. And her horns are even rendering in, and they don't normally. So then, once I spot it, I put a waypoint exactly where she is. I'm gonna get a little bit closer. Now, if you can, you want to be perfectly zeroed, because that's just going to give you the most precise shot. Now she is definitely on an angle. Pretty sure her rear end is closest to us. She's 211 meters away. I'm going to 0 to 150 and aim a wee bit high. Can I have my rifle, please? Thank you. All right, I'm going to put the regular rifle on, the Odin. There she is. Holy. Okay, if I mess this up, I am going to cry. All right, I'm going to get a little bit closer. Now, it's always okay to run when you are 200 meters or more away from an animal. They're not going to hear you. Or about 190 is safe as well. But the closer I get, the less I see. So I'm going to back up. I might have to go. I think I'm going to go around to the other side of the lake. I don't know. Should I take it from here? I think I'm going to go around. I'm not going to take any chances. Now, I should mention that level 5 male Gemsbok are one of the worst trolls, if not the worst troll in the game. When you find a level 5 male Gemsbok, it is going to troll 99.9% of the time. It's brutal. But the females are one of the easiest diamonds in the game. Kind of ironic, isn't it? That is why we are hunting for a female. And because I have our Diamond Potential Wildebeest marked, and I've come around the other side, I always know where she is, and I always know how far away she is from me, so I don't spook her. Okay, there she is, finally. Man, I had a hard time getting eyes on her. Now, I don't have a perfectly broadside, but that's all I have. I'm gonna take it. Oh, she's moving. Okay. Moment of truth. I'm 0 to 150. She's 175 meters out. Here we go. We're going to aim right behind the shoulder blade, about halfway up the body. Better do this fast before she gets blocked in. Got her! We got her! Yes! Oh, she is huge! And here she is. Moment of truth. Oh, look at the size of her horns. Now you'll notice that the female Gemsbok have parallel horns, whereas the males have horns that go in a V. You can actually tell what sex they are just from looking at their horns. And we have a gigantic level 4 female Diamond Gemsbok. So there you go. How perfect is that? I am gonna taxi her. So we used the proper ammo, we shot her once, we kept the trophy organs intact, and we hit the lung, which is a vital organ. What a monster. Absolutely amazing. And this is where we got her. So here is the map for Gemsbok with all of the info, and now we're gonna have a look at Banteng. So Banteng are another really easy diamond. So their diamond trophy rating is 137 and they go to 5 medium. They are a class 9 species and their max weight is 800 kilograms or 1,763 pounds. So Banteng are one of these species where hunting them in their feed zones might be easier than hunting them in their drink zones. Let's have a look at that hotspot map. Okay, so we are right here right now. So I have highlighted in green where you can hunt during their feed zone times, and they just don't drink in a very many places. They drink along the coast, and they do get spooked a lot by crocs, and they drink at this lake, and this lake, and that's it. So we're gonna hunt them in their feed zones today. So I actually set the time to 5:30. Their first feed zone time is from 4 till 7. And Banteng are a class 9 species, so I am using the Arzina 300 to hunt for them. And the Arzina is good for classes 7 to 9, and it comes in the high caliber weapon pack. So you'll notice I have feed zones here. Those are all for Banteng, but those are for the 14 to 1700 time, because that is when foxes drink, and I would have found those while I was doing my crazy fox grind, but they should be in the same spots during this feed zone time. So let's go see what we find. So basically what we're looking for is a level 4 or a level 5 Banteng that has 137 within the estimate. That is their diamond trophy rating. And this is a rest zone for Banteng. 0 to 4. And we have a mating call. You're going to find them all over the place out here. They're really not hard to find. Now, I did just change the time. There we go. Just picked up a zone for Banteng right there. Going to be a couple males and all kinds of females. So you want to spot the males, and there you go. We have our very first diamond potential Banteng. So he has an estimate of 129 to 140, and diamond is 137. So let's shoot him. Be pretty crazy if we found a diamond that quickly, but it is possible. And because they go diamond so often, I shoot as many as I can. I shoot those males for respawns, because it is fairly easy not only to find a diamond, but to spawn one. So again, once I spot the animal, I put the waypoint right where I spotted him. So then I can create a better angle if needed, and I know exactly where the animal is so I don't get too close and spook it. I have a perfect wind right in the middle. Okay, so I moved to the left enough so that my diamond potential Banteng is now in the open. Make sure you're zeroed properly. We're zeroed to 150. He's 157 meters out. Now, I do prefer to shoot them when they're standing. Uh-oh. Don't be blocking him in! Come on! None of that. If I get his attention, actually, he will stand. Let's get him to stand. I'm just running out here at 100. Female just went attentive. Come on, dude. Get up! Now I can't see. Okay, he's getting up. Oh, he's alarmed. All right, we got a heart shot. Beautiful. We got him. And again, this was not a max weight Banteng, so they don't have to be max weight. It all depends on the species. They definitely do for Wildebeest, but they don't for Banteng as well. And he is not a diamond, 134.88. He is 2.22 points too small, but if you shoot every diamond potential Banteng that you come across, you will eventually pick up a diamond. And $1,539 is pretty sweet. So I do have homework for you. Use those 3 maps and get out and find yourself a diamond Wildebeest, Banteng, or Gemsbok. I know you can do it. And then, if you do find one of those diamonds, let me know of your successes in the comments. I would love to hear your successes. Now, I do have a video that will help you find more diamonds. This is the top 10 easiest diamonds to find and how to hunt them. So go ahead and click on that video next. And as always, thank you so much for watching.